Hello everyone, welcome to IAC's quiz. Here is your first question, your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to rearrange the four jumbled sentences in a correct order. Now look at the given sentences. It requires physical endurance, which can be built with training and exercise. Here it is there. So it is a pronoun. I told you a rule. Whenever there is a pronoun, you should immediately ask a question. What is the question? What does that pronoun refer to? So what does it refers to? What does it refer to? We are not sure. So A cannot be a first sentence. So any option with A as first sentence you can eliminate. A as first sentence not there. Good. Look at the second one. B. Truly strong personalities meet challenges of life bravely and face hardships with equanimity. Here we are talking about physical endurance. Here we are talking about strong personalities, not physical strong. Strong personalities. That means mentally also strong, not just physically. Okay, so it could be the possible one. Yeah, B could be possible. Now let us see C. However, when do we use however? However is used to express contrast. That is opposition, contradiction. So C cannot be the first one. Anywhere with C as first one, you can eliminate that. However, strength of character is a personality trait or a quality. Where did we talk about personality trait again here? Personality, some strong personality, strength of character. So here we're talking about character and here we're talking about personality. That means C and B could make a concomitant pair. So immediately or not, let's learn that. Look at the next one. Physical strength is the ability to cope with a physically challenging task. Here we're talking about physical strength and it doesn't have any previous one, but it got a connector. Where did we talk about physical strength again? Physical endurance. You see here, it requires physical endurance. It refers to what? This one. Physical strength is a is the ability to cope with a physically challenging task. So it refers to physically challenging task. It requires physical endurance which can be built with training and exercise. So after D comes A. We got a concomitant pair here, right? So we got two concomitant pairs. After D it should be A only. Sure, there is no change. And here, after A, it requires physical endurance which can be built with training and exercise. However, so after A comes C. However, strength of character is a personality trait or a quality. And then truly strong personalities meet challenges. That means after C, B comes. So B, this cannot be the starter. And we have eliminated this too. So it could be B or D. So what is the order here? D, A, C, B. So where is that? D, B is there? No, we got D, A, C, B. So you have your answer as option. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to fill in the blank and you got a sentence here. The government has warned the traders not to dash onions. So look at the options. Let's learn the meanings. Gross. What does it mean gross? Gross means very obvious, And unacceptable, it has different meanings though. Very obvious and unacceptable is one meaning. Another meaning is total, the gross amount, right? Total. And moving on to the second one, B, hoard. What do I mean by hoard? Hoard means accumulate and hide, or you can say store. Okay, now look at C, combine. Combine means join together. Join together. Next, D, bulk, a large amount of, or you can say sum of. Right. Now, having learned this, which one fits here? The government has warned the traders. Here we are talking about traders. Right. Not to gross onions. We are talking about onions. What is total onions are very obvious. It doesn't give sense. It is gross to take gross there. Right. Next, hold, accumulate and hide could be the possible one giving sense. That means traders, what they do, the mediators, they collect from farmers, and in order to get more price, they may store, they accumulate and hide. So gives sense. Combine onions, no. Bulk onions doesn't give sense. So you got your answer, that is option B. Here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose a correctly spelled word, and from these given four words, we can say the word is related to haughty, 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 and from there we are taking noun form haughtiness, Haughty, Y becomes I, and add ness, haughtiness, which means arrogance. Right, so which option is correct? Haughtiness, that is option C. Yes, hence your answer is option C. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom, that is shot in the dark. So, idiom cannot be taken as the individual words. So, if you take the individual words meaning shot in the dark, you can take to shoot someone at night. Night, dark, short, shoot, to shoot someone at night. No, it's not the correct answer because that's not the meaning of the idiom. Let me give an example. Do not shoot in the dark to know the meaning of the idiom. Hey, that's an idiom. You can't shoot in the dark. That means to guess. Don't throw stone, I generally say, right? So, guess. To guess something is what the meaning. So, to be unaware, no. To lie about something, no. What it is? To guess something. So, option B is your answer. Here is your next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. I hope you answered correctly. If not, oh, I can't say anything. You see, here you are asked to choose a correctly spelled word, and from this we can say the word is grammar. 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 Grammar, not grammar. It is grammar. So grammar. So double M A R should be the one. So double M is not there, eliminating. No double M and ER, no. MMAR, yes. MMER, no way. So you got your answer, that is option C. By the way, what is my grammar? Set of rules in a language to be followed in order to write it or speak in a fluent way. Write it without any error. Okay. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. So here you're asked to fill in the blank from the given sentence. Look at this. Her parents always dash her in her studies. So what is the dash? Her parents always encouraged her in her studies. Sounds correct. Interested her in her studies. Interested her. Does it give sense? Interested her in her studies. You can say she is interested in studies, but you cannot say someone is interested you in your studies. Doesn't use sense. Impressed her, you can say she impressed her parents with her progress or with her progress report or with her achievements. That could be, but no, parents cannot impress the child with in her or his studies. Expected, you can say her parents always expected her to score well, but that is not what the sense here, so eliminate. So your answer must be option A, encouraged. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose antonym for the given word, and the word is fertile. What do you mean by fertile? Fertile gives the sense of fruitful, or you can also say able to produce, able to produce. Right. Now, look at the given options. So require antonym, opposite, barren. What do you mean barren? Unfertile. So you got your answer. It is unfertile. Yes, civilized, you know. Sane, related to psychic. Tough, something which is hard. So your answer is option A, barren. Fertile lands, barren lands. Here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose one word substitute for one who pretends to be what he is not. What is the one called? Director. Director means what? One who directs something, right? Hypocrite, yes, is the one who says something, does other thing, and who always lies, and you can say two-faced, and one who pretends what He is not. Creator, one who creates. Acrobat, one who performs stunts or gymnasts in the air. Like not in the air, I mean in a high place. So that gives the sense your answer must be option B, hypocrite. Here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, time is up. Here you're asked to choose the most appropriate antonym for acute. What do you mean by acute? Acute means severe, or there is another meaning sharp. Okay, dark. It cannot be the antonym. Clever. No, clever in fact gives a synonymous meaning. He's acute, he's sharp, he's clever. Grave, you know, grave. Grave has different meanings. One meaning is tomb, other meaning is serious. Okay, next, blunt, which is not sharp enough. So you got your answer, that is option D, the antonym for acute. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to find out the grammatical error in the given sentence. What is the sentence? Rakesh was studied when his friends called him. Here there are two actions going on, right? There are two clauses. Rakesh was studied and his friends called him. Now let me represent those two actions here. So let us assume Rakesh started studying here, right? So he was studying and completed here. So when did his friends call him? So after he studied? No, right? The action took place somewhere in between. The action took place somewhere in between. In such cases, we have to take the sense of that action. That means here we are talking about completed action and the action which was going on. So let us call the action which was going on as A, and action which took place, started, continued, completed, then itself, as B. So action B must be in continuous, because after action B done, also action A continued and ended somewhere, and action B should be in simple form because it took place then, right? So this should be the order. Now according to that, here I told you when to use when and when to use while and what's the structure. So whenever a sentence starts with the while, it takes continuous form and followed by simple form. Whenever sentence starts with when takes simple form and followed by continuous form. It can also be written in opposite way. That means simple form is followed by while plus continuous form, or you can say continuous form is followed by when plus simple form, but both give same sense. Here to which action or which clause you're giving no importance. Look at this. Rakesh was studied is there. That is the first action. He was, what he's doing? He was studying is what we require. Rakesh was studying, and after that what we have? When his friends called him. So when his friends called him, Rakesh was studying. So you can write in that way also. When his friends called him, Rakesh was studying. Or you can take while and say, while Rakesh was studying, his friends called him. His friends called him while Rakesh was studying. Both gives the same sense though. So the era is with this part. So which part studied is there? We request studying. So you got your answer as option A. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose most appropriate synonym of the given word, that is deepen. Now look at the options. Soothe. Soothe means what? Calm, relax. Soothing, calming, relaxing. Neutralize, neutralizing. Relieve. Relieving means what? Relieve from pain. That means lessening, right? You can say mitigate, mitigate. Intensify means what? Increasing, becoming more. Deepen also saying gives the same sense. So your answer is option D. Intensify is the right synonym for deepen. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose appropriate meaning of the given idiom, that is the ball is in one's court. What do you mean the ball is in one's court? So if the ball is in your court, that means that one is responsible for taking decision or action further. So you are responsible to take the next action or the next decision. So that responsibility is what it indicates with ball. The ball is in your court. The ball is in his court. So look at the given options. To be responsible for further action? Yes. To pass the responsibility to other? No, you're not passing. You got the responsibility. To be fearful of taking an action? To risk everything in one's venture? No, it is option A, to be responsible for further action. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here, a blank is given to be filled from the given options. You have to choose one. Look at the sentence. The entry gates were closed. Dash we could enter in. So let's see what is the dash to be filled with. Till. What do you mean till? Till gives the sense of up to. Up to. the set time, you can say up to the set time. And before means precedent, that means before the set time, right? After, the set time. Until, you see, until are similar, but until is more formal than till. More formal than till. Address both gives same sense. Okay, before and after, Now look at this. The entry gates were closed till we could enter in. So till and until we cannot take because we are not talking about particular time here, so eliminated. Now before or after. See here, we could is there. When do we use could? One of the meanings of could is past ability. It expresses past ability. Of course, the sentence is in past tense. Okay. But we could enter in. That means could we enter or not? If you take after, it should be after we entered. It should be after we entered. But that is not the sense. We could enter. That means we couldn't enter there. So you have to go with the B. That means before we could enter only, the entry gates were closed. I hope you got the sense. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to find out the error in the given sentence. Look at the sentence. I told the tailor to make a new dress for me. You might have find the error very easily. You see, guys, we have the concept of infinitive, infinite verb. Infinite verb. Infinite verbs are of two types. Infinite verb is a verb which doesn't change with the change in person, tense and number to remember. So infinite verbs are of two types as I told you. To infinitive and bare infinitive. Bare means without, right? To infinitive and bare infinitive. Now what is this to infinitive? 2 plus V1 is called to infinitive. Bare means without, that means only V1 is bare infinitive. Okay. Now, so do remember it should be 2 plus V1, not V2 or V3. So here you see to made is given. That is incorrect. What we require is to make V1, not V2 or V3. So that is the correction. Here you got an error. So where is that? To made, it should be to make. So you got your answer, that is option D. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, time is up. So here you're asked to fill in the blank. Here blank is given, a sentence with a blank. You have to fill that blank. Now look at the sentence. We must start now. Dash, it will be too late. We must start now. Dash, it will be too late. Look at the given options. So here until is given. What is meant by until? Until means, I already told you, until gives the same sense, which means up to the said time. Up to the said time. Next, unless. Unless expresses if not, and it is used to go with condition. When do we use it? When we are talking about a condition, like unless you do work fast, you cannot complete it, or unless you follow the rules, you cannot comply with this. So unless expresses condition. Next we have or. Or have different uses. One is it offers choice, and it also used to link alternatives. Okay, next D, but. But expresses contrast, and it also expresses difference. Now, we must start now dash, it will be too late. We do not have a set time, or there is no time here, so you can eliminate until. Unless, is there any condition here? There is no condition, so you cannot go with the unless. Or offering choice, there is no choice, but it is linking up alternatives, so could be but. Contrast, difference, no, we cannot go with but here. So your answer must be option C. O. We must start now. O, it will be too late. You must study well. O, you cannot qualify in the exam. I hope it is clear. Right guys, that's about today's quiz. I hope you learned a lot. So I'll be seeing the next quiz. Until then, have a nice time.
సో ఇప్పటి వరకు కూడా ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ అడిగినటువంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్నిటిని కూడా లైవ్ క్విజెస్ రూపంలో మీకు ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. సో ఈ వీడియోస్ అన్ని మీరు పర్ఫెక్ట్గా కింద ఫాలో అయినట్లయితే ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏ ప్యాటర్న్లో వస్తున్నాయి, ఏ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ డిఫికల్టీలో వస్తున్నాయని మీకు ఈజీగా అర్థం చేసుకోగలరు. సో ప్రతి స్టూడెంట్ కూడా ఈ వీడియోస్ను పర్ఫెక్ట్గా ఫాలో అవ్వండి. సో మీకు ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ మీద మీకు ఒక ఐడియా ఉన్నట్లయితే మీ ప్రిపరేషన్ చాలా ఈజీ అవుతుంది. తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో మనకి ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్కి పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వడంతో సో ఈ క్విజెస్ని ఇక్కడతో స్టాప్ చేస్తున్నాము. ప్రతి స్టూడెంట్ కూడా ఈ వీడియోస్ను ఫాలో అవ్వండి. సో ఆఫ్లైన్లో ఇంతకన్నా ఇంకా ఎఫెక్టివ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్తో మీ ముందుకు రాబోతున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ అండ్ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీవన్.